Hello, and welcome to the LiCh Award, the first of its kind. Cue the intro. Well, welcome back. We had just some budget cuts, I suppose. But we're here now. Hi, I am your host for this time, Paper, and joining me are my co-hosts, Mortal and Zahn. They couldn't make it if you can't tell. I don't suffer from voices inside my head. Back to the topic. LiCh Awards. What are the LiCh Awards? It is the celebration of our Westmarch server called Living Chronicles that was launched in the 16th September 2024, and it's just over a year now. And so we decided, hey, let's have you, the players, vote upon what the coolest or the funniest or the thirstiest thing happened in this server throughout the last year. And we have the results right here of the LiCh Awards. So without any further ado, let's get started right into it. Let's get started right. What the fuck are you saying, Pete? Alright, starting strong with thirsty fucking tonic, because it is DnD, of course. It is the thirstiest character. And these are your nominations. It is Orange playing Boblin, who likes to get freaky at the end of each sessions he play with a different NPC. That is a classic bard, I suppose. It's Nero with Frenzy. Oh, Frenzy? Yeah. Frenzy. Sorry, Nero, but the only thing that I remember from you and Thirst is Quartz pronounced ass. Well, next is Tuna, who's playing Anne, who is an elf who likes these, I suppose. You know, she makes them. Your art is being dedicated to the right direction, I say, Tuna. I appreciate it. And finally is Carl with Eris, whose character description itself is to spread love in this world. But only one can be the thirstiest. Let's see who it is. With 51% votes, winning the thirstiest character of the entire server for the first year is Nero. Your thirst knows no bounds. Jumping into the second category now, it is the best hustler. And here are your nominations. Orange, Nero, Adi, Mortal, and Nyx. Orange, I have actually had him hustle with me before, and he does it in a very flavorful way where he kept his character's secrets, and he was trying to barter the secrets of his character for some changes to the villain's plans. Nero, I suppose if putting 1,000 javelins up your ass is a hustle, I suppose it is a hustle. Adi, I think he hustles more than play at this point, but he's pretty good at it. He likes to overextend his hustles, and those lead to some fun scenarios. Mortal, he changes from DM to DM very much, but I can 100% say him hustling, and it leads to a lot of drama. Nyx, sadly, I've not had the pleasure of playing with them much, but the only interaction they say that I have had with them is when I insulted them. That checks out. Cool. The best hustler. Only one can be the best hustler, and let's see who the best hustler is. Fucking hell. Man's on a roll. He paid actor right here. Nero have won this category with 31% votes, followed by Orange and Mortal. Damn, I did not expect javelins to be that big of a hustle. Well, now to the category which is very close to my heart. Fuck it, I'll fireball. Because, when you get just frustrated, sometimes the best course of action is just to set the Caesar brains. And the following are your nominations. Orange, Razor, the following, and Green. And winning this category are the following. Orange with 33% vote, green with 15% vote, and Razor with 15% votes. Where did the rest go? I don't know. Well, the next category is something that is also very close to my heart. It is the best in meme. As we all know, memes are the DNA of our souls. And it is asking me to please mention the following. I mean, I was going to mention all of them anyways. Sure. First one is green, his existence. Why is this a meme? And also, it's pretty funny. Razor shawarma. Razor, how dare you not give us shawarmas when you came to Bangalore? I will remember this for a long fucking while. And fuck Avery. The visceral reaction you get whenever you roll on Nat 1 and see Varrock stealing all in Nat 20s. But there can only be one true meme amongst them all. And let's see. Winning this category with 38% votes is fuck Avery. The next category right here are the moderator nicknames. It is just what you guys call us, the moderators of the server. The first one is for Zahn, because he's called the All-Seeing. Oh, you have something to say? Okay. The next one is for Paper and Parsec. Do you really have to, couple me with Parsec? It's called Par. Even the name is subpar. Fuck. Then comes in Mortal, the star with two names. What the hell? It's Morty and Shortcake. How dare you insinuate that Mortal is short? See, I'm at least 2 Mortals tall. He is not a Shortcake. And the final one, and my favorite, is Denial, or Daniel, or Daniel. You'll never know. Out of all these fucking unwholesome nicknames, let's see which one wins, I suppose. And living in denial, Daniel have won this category. Thank you, Daniel. You live in denial in our hearts. Next one. Well, the next category, they live in our hearts. This is essentially a tribute to player characters that have been lost, but they continue to live in our hearts. The first one is Remo. He was a farmer and a person who worshipped Elona, who only knew how to nurture and give life to the land. Sadly, he did that a bit too well and caught in a deal with a certain commander, which led to him sacrificing himself, his life, to save Barry. I'm very sad that he's dead. I'm so sad that we won't see him ever again. Up next, Castillo, who was a strange scientific experiment of a person who we wished to know much more about. But it is what it is. He is no longer with us, but we wish to know his story for just a bit more. Tide, a druid who was there to kill trolls and died in the line of duty. I respect it. And finally, Ragnarvalder, somebody who saw the demon, a demon lord himself, and decided to just go head-to-head with him. This level of guts is what we expect from a hero in Gilded Hand, not from the likes of Adela or someone like that. Well, let's see who lives in our heart the most. And to no one's surprise, with a 70% lead, the highest we've seen so far, is Remo himself. You will continue to live in our hearts, and maybe more. The next category that we have with us is, oh yeah, I forgot about that rule. And the first nomination is Codebreaker while DMing. This has happened a bit too often, Codebreaker. Are you sure you're fine, bro? Okay. Kushal as Zin, this level 10 fighter who forgot that he had action surge for some reason. Good on you. And Small Cop as Evelyn. And from what I know, this is not an isolated incident, Small Cop. Let's see who forgets the most amongst all. And as expected, with 53% vote, it is Codebreaker. Fucking make a nose app or something, my guy. Whatever. Moving on. It is Kushal wins, but why? Of course Kushal wins. Is it because of his consistent high-quality games? Is it for the amazing NPC voices? The dedication to the community? Or all of the above? Let's see, why would Kushal be winning? Are you winning, son? Yes, he fucking is with all of the above. We love you, Kushal. Next is, that should be on a t-shirt award. And I'm pretty excited for this, because this is... The next is, that should be on a t-shirt award. And I'm pretty excited because this just means it's so fucking good I'll wear it anywhere. And the first nomination is anything by Screen Pen. You know what? I'll let these things speak for themselves. As people of today would say, type shit, Screen Pen. These are amazing. I would love to have these on a t-shirt. As a matter of fact, I wish I would just rip this up and get a t-shirt right now. I won't do that. Hold on. Defense of Hills Pass, which is a very Pyrrhic battle to defend the settlement of Hills Pass. So I've heard that would be a very fun action t-shirt. Lorenzo saying, I never bluff. I was the GM for this one, and might as well he never bluffs. And the last one is Theris versus Swafnir, a kaiju battle. Yeah, we need 8 of them. But let's see, what do we wish to be on the t-shirt the most? Whew. To no one's surprise, with 49% votes, it is anything by Screen Pen. Brother, you are so amazing. I would kill them 100 times more. Yes, this is an award for the villains that were just a bit too annoying in this game. First is Talor, ran by Kushal himself, the great Kushal, and this particular villain was just so slippery. I remember his first appearance when he teleported away, and then people killed different versions of him. They didn't fucking stop until they had his head on a pike, and I suppose they want to still kill him. The next is a Flaming Skull, a villain that I ran, and I suppose it was just an annoying little ball of flame that was just flying and just refused to die. Zahak, ran by Codebreaker, I suppose, and this is kind of backstory of one of our players. He's like the father figure of it's complicated. I suppose I would want to kill him as well. Next is Risa, who was a former player character which I've turned into a bounty hunter of sorts. So some trust was broken and some killing is overdue. But let's see, who do we want to kill the fucking most? And, of course, it is Dr. Kushal winning it again with Talor with 38% votes. Congratulations. Bring him back so that we can kill him again. Up next is the quote of the year. I have just not read them in a while because I wanted a better reaction. And this is pretty unhinged. This is how I get cancelled. It is Yoga saying white soup. I cannot say that. You can read it. It is Kushal saying, not all of my characters are racist. Some of them are psychotic. Good for you, Kushal. It is Orange, as a GM, I believe, saying, tell me, is there a god you believe in? Finally, one of the cool non-cancelable lines. Is atheism cancelable these days? It is Dace saying, laughs in humanity, student, cries in unemployment. I'm very unfamiliar with this. And finally, it's Mortal saying, it is like looking for gold in a pot of piss. You will see a lot of yellow does not mean it is gold. That is life advice from Mortal, who loves pissing, I suppose. And the winners of this category of Fort of the Year with a joint victory for the first time, 26% on both. It is Mortal and Orange, telling you what God is and telling you that there's a difference between piss and gold. Saved. I was expecting so much more of him stuff. I know you. I've seen your course. I'll be watching. The next category is I would read/watch that. So good that you want it in different medias. The first nomination is the Plume Commander questline, ran by yours truly. This questline was just an undead commander who was brought back into life and he wanted his land back, even though it's no longer his. The next is Fall of New Keep, again directed by me. This one was just a big city that was plunged into chaos. The Black Shard questline ran by director Kushal. This was a crime syndicate type of storyline where folks just went in and dealt with some crime lord. The Jaws questline. Oh, this one was fun. This one was another one ran by Sir Kushal. This was one of the initial questlines that was in New Keep. I have some fun screenshot of tokens for this one. And the final one is the Healing Hand questline, the first questline for the Guild of Healing Hand. Mort will elaborate on that. On that note, let's see who won. Who? With 29 and 29% votes, a tied first place is Fall of New Keep and the Plume Commander. Why me? Sure, I'll take it, I suppose. But up next, the heck is grass and why do you want me to touch it? I suppose these people need to just go out and experience things other than D&D for a while. Up first is Kushal, who ran 130 games this year. I see why he would need to touch grass. Small Cop, who initially tried to make a sense of this world by connecting all the adventure summaries. Brother, I'm glad you stopped. You were about to be in some deep shit. Go ahead. Arigato, who, oh my goodness, I think last I checked, he was at like 200 plus games played. Whew. Crazy. And finally, is us, the admin team. You think it's fun? We have fun. But let's see who Ninja Tech has the most. Yeah, of course, it's us. The thing we need to. Sorry for that unsightly behavior. I don't know what to go. But next award is make that into a blush. It's pretty simple. It is not some information that we need for anything. But yeah, the following are the nominations. It is Santa, which is in Magna's Familiar. It is an imp. I remember he has like a helmet and like long fucking horns. There is Gobble's Fellspring's Familiar, who just has a very fun voice for a quasit, which is always great to hear. Then it is Bob the Bog. Yeah, I love Bob. And then Coolspan Familiar, Plimple. Oh, let's see who will stomp this competition to make it into a blush. It would be Gobble's Snow. But I think Fellspring or like Razor would appreciate this win more because it's Bob the Bog. What are those rolls? I suppose there's only a 5% chance, but some people kind of just take that as a suggestion. And the first one is Orange, critting twice as a T-Rex. Like, just once is already insane. Twice is, oh Lord, save us. It is Reno in the Werebear one-shot and IRL M. Rain, where he rolled, 18 D6s or some shit? Crazy. Varrock's Anime Moments. Do you want to know? Okay, sure. Varrock's Anime Moments, where he have ran a little bit too many of the nat 20s. It is Garen's epic chromatic orb. This critical chromatic orb was just kept on bouncing on it. Crazy style. Then is Moonshade's character, Salazar, who just rolled like I think 5 critical hits. And it's not even like on hit. He was dead. Then he came back with a nat 20. And then he hit the nat 20, died, got back with a nat 20, and hit with a nat 20 again. I was spectating this game. It was crazy. But only one person can win the What Are Those Rules award. Let's see who is it. And of course, it is the anime protagonist, Varrock himself. Fucking give me the subscription that you have of Avery, share it around, just give the good things to the good people. But this guy's too much of a holder. Up next is the penultimate award. Who is the biggest clown? Sure. Let's see. And the nominations are Parsec, Paper, Mortal, Zahn, Daniel, or Lord and Savior Absurd. And let's see who the biggest clown amongst us all is. Winning with 39% of votes, the biggest clown of them all is Absurd. Let's go! The funny part is, with 36% vote, right next is Mortal, and then with 11% votes is Parsec. So, canonically, I'm one of the least clown person around here. Of course, you cannot call Daniel a clown. He's just too good of a person to do that. You're a monster if you think that way. Stop it. Get some help. The final category, I don't call it ultimate because somehow penultimate is just way cooler than ultimate. Whatever. The last final category is who is the biggest Chad. The cost is almost the same. We're gonna go through them again. It is Parsec, Paper, Morrow, Zahn, Daniel, and the surprise last entry of Kush. Well, Kusha, my good sir, are you a big lake? Because you are a Giga Chad. The biggest Giga Chad of them all. Thank you for what you do for the server. We really love you. We appreciate you. And thank you for doing what you do. And with that, we have come to an end of this year's LiCh Awards. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for not voting me the biggest clown. I am always gonna be thankful for that. And we'll see you next year when we do it, hopefully before Halloween. So, for now, bye.